Aloha and welcome back to some more journal reading. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been frustrated with this first 30 episodes on this channel, reading my journal. It's boring. There's not even any really juicy gossip. The juiciest stuff was some of the girls who were like coming on to me and I'm being a little chicken. And I didn't really go into that. But so it's frustrating and it's boring, and that's death for any YouTube channel, any kind of media to be boring. But I want to tell you that things are getting a little bit better. I'm 3 4 months into journal writing, and the practice is making me better. We've got an entry today that's quite interesting. Not it's never interesting, but it's just showing an improvement on the depth in recognizing my behaviors. As always, not trying to promote my particular behavior or philosophies on anyone, just the process of recognizing your behaviors and your attitudes via journal writing. That's all. All this channel is just inspiration to start writing, you know. For example, if you want to you write your own journal and you're just not in the mood, because you're always scrolling on your phone, scroll on over to YouTube, click on Tao Mail, and catch a daily read from me. And if you get frustrated because I'm being so lame in my writing, do better. That's how you can use this channel to inspire your own writing. That's the only reason for it. Let's go! It is January 13th, 1981. Ooh boy! I'm running out of pages in this book fast. I remember it was back in the beginning of the fall that I said this would last me the school year. That's good, though, that I'm using it up fast. I must be writing plenty. What to talk about? I figure I have to make up for those other few pitiful days. It doesn't bother me that I didn't write much in them. I learned from that. I want to write a philosophy. I do because of what I learned today. In school, I was in the library for study hall where I sat with a bunch of my friends. They were girls, which was what influenced this topic. We started talking about guys, what they like in them. And I was surprised to find out that they like a guy that can talk and has something to say. Interesting. I was told that I was interesting and that I'm not really a blabbermouth, but I just talk over people's heads sometimes. There was other stuff too, but that's what made me feel good. So I mentioned it. I tell too many negative things about me. Not how I act, though. Today I played a lot of chess with Joe. He beat me every time. I'll get good, though, at the expense of these early games. Oh, shit. Why? Every time I'm writing in my log, I have to take a really bad shit, which stops me from writing and I don't get back to it. This is coming to mind. I said it earlier in an entry. It feels so good for some reason to close this book up and be done. I'm just too lazy. I'll do something. But when the time comes to prove my stick-to-itness, the reason for quitting is always more urgent. I tried as best I could to stick with it. Means I'm running off. Okay. I'm not going to read another entry and just stop right here and talk about this one for a second. As I was reading it, I realized something. Let's go back to the first page where I'm describing a conversation in study hall with a bunch of friend girls, and they're giving me the secrets of their attraction to boys, and one of the secrets is they like a boy who can express himself. They like a guy that can talk and he's something to say. Okay. Well, there you go. That is the basis of being a Tao male. It's communication. Primarily communication with yourself. No, not some schizophrenic conversation, right? You know, you have voices in your head, but we all do have those voices in our head. It's usually one voice, but there are others. We call it the conscious, the subconscious, and we literally have these arguments in our heads, and that's a communication mechanism. So back in January 81, I'm trying to develop, I said it right here, I want to write a philosophy. Well, the 45 years later, I think that's what the track that I am on is, developing a philosophy that really expands upon the principles of communication with others, with yourself, so on and so forth. It's raw, okay, but that's the whole point, is we're exploring this together. We're reading the raw material that is the foundation for the philosophy of communicating, because the girls are telling me right there that that's what's interesting about a guy, or what they like about a guy, is someone who can talk, who can communicate. And, you know, if we get back to the red pill conversation, contemporary relationships, you're going to find that women, by and large, get unhappy in a relationship when they don't feel connection. Not so much money, not so much accoutrements in life, very unmaterialistic, but connection. And I think your alpha males and your beta males and your omegas, sigmas, and zetas, you know, they're all emphasize some performance element of life, or lack thereof performance. But in none of those male categories do we address deeply the communication aspect of it. And that employs a lot of social skills involving empathy, sympathy, boundaries, and identification of other people's behaviors and motivations. Anyway, interesting. But I'm clearly saying back then at 15 years old that I want a philosophy, and I'm happy to still be looking for that at this point. Hope we find it together. Thanks for watching. Bye.